And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday returned to New Delhi as he concluded a successful three-nation tour. The multi-nation visit witnessed improvement in relations with Canada and marked a historic milestone in bilateral ties with Cyprus and Croatia. We have a report.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in New Delhi on Thursday as he concluded his three-nation visit to Cyprus, Canada and Croatia. The visit by Prime Minister Modi to Cyprus was the first by any Indian Prime Minister in over 2 decades, at the invitation of Cypriot President Nikos Christodoulidis. During the visit, Prime Minister Modi was conferred with the island nation's highest honour. During the discussion, India reiterated its unwavering and consistent support for the independence, sovereignty, territorial integrity and unity of Cyprus, a reference to Turkish occupation of northern part of Cyprus. The development came amid Turkey's support to Islamabad over the recent tension between India and Pakistan. In the second leg of his three-nation visit, the Indian Prime Minister arrived in Canada for participating in G7 summit on invitation of Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, signalling a thaw after months of diplomatic standoff which began during Justin Trudeau's term. Prime Minister Modi held bilateral talks with his Canadian counterpart, after which both countries agreed to reappoint high commissioners for their respective diplomatic missions in Ottawa and New Delhi. On the sidelines of G7, Prime Minister Modi also held engagements with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. Talks were also held with South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, South Korea's Lee Jae-myung, Japanese Premier Shigeru Ishiba, and French President Emmanuel Macron. In the final leg of the multi-nation visit, Prime Minister Modi reached Croatia. The visit to the Central European nation was the first by any Indian Prime Minister ever, where in a rare gesture Prime Minister Modi was received by his Croatian counterpart Andrej Plenković at the airport in Zagreb. During the delegation-level talks, both leaders engaged in wide-ranging discussions on various aspects of the bilateral partnership, including trade and investment, science and technology, defense and security, space, cultural cooperation, and people-to-people ties. Following the talks, both countries also signed 4 memorandum of understanding in the field of agriculture, science and technology, culture, and over the renewal of a Hindi chair. The Indian Prime Minister called the visit as being at home and added this visit ushers in a new journey in friendship and cooperation between India and Croatia. Before emplaning for New Delhi, Prime Minister Modi also called on Croatian President Zoran Milanovic